Hey guys, I'm super pumped up that you are watching this video. And the very first thing I want to say to you, soul sister, seriously, is that you are a freaking badass. And you want to know how I know I can say that to you? It's because either me or someone else has sent you this video because they see the potential in you to be an incredible inspiration, empowerer, motivator, and support system for other like-minded people. Seriously, I'm so excited that you're watching this video, and you should know that you are so enough and you are so worthy and you are so beautiful. My name is Mariah Welch, and I am coming at you real, raw, and unapologetically me to share with you why I am a Beachbody coach, to share with you why I am so fired up right now with the passion burning inside me that this opportunity could change your life. It's so much bigger than physique. It's so much bigger than just health and nutrition. It is your overall health and happiness that is going to be affected right now. So like I said, my name is Mariah Welch. I am a pediatric nurse at Phoenix Children's Hospital here in Phoenix, Arizona. I live in Goodyear, Arizona, and I am a full-time nurse getting it done. Children are my thing. I also am a full-time doctoral student at the University of Arizona to receive my doctorate in nursing practice for me to be a pediatric nurse practitioner. And I can't wait. Every time I say that, I get more and more excited because it has been 2.5 years and I am almost done here in December 2017, and I am so pumped up. But also on the side of that, I am a full-time wife, I am a full-time Beachbody coach, and I am a full-time sister, mother, friend, daughter, all of the above. But my roles don't really matter. What matters is why you're here watching this video. And the reason is somebody seriously sees potential in you. So I just want to share with you my story. I want to give you a little insight about Mariah and why I decided to do this. Guys, I was a nurse running in and out of patient rooms, making sure I was working hard. I worked 3 12s, and even though that sounds like not a lot, 12-hour shifts with very, very sick kids that could potentially die, that did struggle with families who heard awful, horrendous things. It drains the life out of you. And you continuously give and give and give. And I found myself as a nurse just giving and giving and giving. I found myself as a wife giving and giving. I found myself as a friend giving and giving. And same thing with being a sister, a daughter, and a full-time student. And I just felt so overwhelmed with everything that was going on. And it just continued to pile on, continued and continued and continued. A little bit of background about me. I grew up in a very crazy way. I had a childhood where I was kicked out of my house at a very young age. I was forced to learn how to walk in life and grew up super fast and just understand the responsibilities of life. So I had overcome stuff a lot in my life, but I never truly dealt with it. I never truly coped with it. I just overcame it and I kept pushing. And in my mind, it was just keep swimming, keep going. Don't look at the past. Don't feel the past, because the moment you feel it, you're going to crumble. So the moment that changed my life, I have been getting reached out to by Sarah Freed, my upline sponsor coach, who is incredible. And she kept reaching out to me, and she kept talking to me and kept telling me about this opportunity. She kept telling me that I would be amazing. And the funny thing is, she is my college athletic trainer's wife. And all I knew her as is, it's Aaron's hot wife. Okay, she's messaging me. And I didn't understand what she did. And she would break it down. And I was like, no, that's not for me. And then I had to realize that it wasn't that it was not for me. It was that I was fearful. It was that I was afraid. It was that I was in this place, this darkness, this hole of anxiety, depression, and suicidal ideations. And I know what you guys are thinking, like, whoa, Mariah, you just went there. Yeah, it did. Because I'm being real and raw with you and helping you to understand that my story might impact you in a way or touch you in a way. And my story is shared so that I can touch other people. So in December of 2015, I had hit rock bottom. Sarah had been reaching out to me for a year, and I just continued to say no, and no. And I just continued to keep falling. And I will never forget the day that Sarah saved my life. I was in the closet holding my husband's 9mm gun, and I said to myself, there's no point. Life is not worth living. I don't need to be here. I'm not making an impact. I don't have passion. I don't have purpose. I don't have meaning behind my life. My story doesn't matter. Nobody cares. If I were to leave right now, nobody would think twice. And it was in that moment, I just broke down. I was in my closet and I knew that God was kind of overwhelmingly taking care of me. Because in that moment, my Facebook message goes off and it's Sarah reaching out to me. And she pretty much tells me that I have purpose, I have meaning, and this would be an amazing opportunity in my life. And it was right there that God's divine intervention saved my life. Sarah saved my life. She didn't hold back because of all the times that I said no to her. I've been talking to her for a year and she still randomly messages me to give me life. So of course, that's a sign. So I reach out to her and I am like, tell me everything. Why is it that you're crushing debt, that you're buying your dream home, that you're living debt free, that you're crushing Aaron's student loans? How is it that you're helping all of these people? You look amazing, you're healthy, you're happy, and you're overcoming things mentally. Help me. I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm considering suicide. Be that rock. Help guide me in what I need to do. And she exposed me to Beachbody. I was a retired collegiate athlete, a volleyball player that went from being a college athlete to being a complete couch potato. So the very first step was get back to my routine. I went from being a retired collegiate athlete to I could crush the world right now. I needed to get up off my butt. I needed to strive. I needed to get out of that comfort level. I needed to get off of the couch and into my zone. So I started working out. My very first program was Hammer & Chisel. I dove head first into that program and I lost 35 pounds in 60 days. I followed the nutrition portion fix containers. I followed the program with both my personal trainers kicking my butt. And I sat there and I dove into the challenge groups. Challenge groups are a place where you feel loved, that you feel motivated, that you feel supported, that you can sit there and say, dude, I want a donut. And you'll have 50 people there cheering you on to not pick it up. That was what I needed. I needed team. I needed community. I needed support. And I needed to know that I wasn't alone. It wasn't until this opportunity that I found out that I had like-minded women in my life who had overcome sexual abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, domestic violence, parents with alcoholism, having to raise their sisters and brothers, having to watch their parents be killed, having to watch people be put in jail, having to watch all of these things. And I had to sit there and say, wow, I am blown away by all of these people. I don't know if I would be talking to you today if it wasn't for Sarah having the drive to reach out to me to tell me that I had purpose and meaning and that I would be a good coach. I didn't believe that I would be a good coach. I didn't believe that I was good enough for life. How in the world would I think that I was good enough to coach somebody else to be better in life? But that's what makes me the coach I am, because I overcame. I dove into personal development because that is such a huge aspect of this. I dove into my nutrition because I know that food fuels my body to help me feel better. I dove into my exercise of just 30 minutes a day to focus myself mentally to know that I can conquer anything I put my mind to. And then I dove into the team. I dove into the community. I dove into the friendships. I dove into the life of knowing that I could live out my wildest dreams doing whatever it is that I wanted. Guys, I went from wanting to commit suicide to wanting to stop anybody who ever thinks that they aren't enough. I wanted to help people overcome depression. I wanted to help people overcome anxiety. I wanted to help people know that they can dream big, that they can dream bold, that they can choose life every day to live out their wildest dreams in their health and their happiness. Guys, there is a reason why I decided to say yes. I didn't have the money. It was $160 for a challenge pack. I had $176 in my bank account. I looked at my husband and I asked him, and the response was simple. If you don't do this, I don't know if I'm going to lose you or not. So I signed up. At some point, my life had to matter. At some point, I had to choose me. At some point, I had to stand up against fear, anxiety, depression, and suicidal ideations and say, Mariah, you are enough. You are worthy, and you deserve your health and happiness. So in the grand scheme of things, $160 saved my life. That is the most irreplaceable $160 that I've ever spent in my entire freaking life. I will never, ever regret that, because if I regretted it, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you. It's $160 to sign up to change your life. It is $160 to be surrounded by incredible women and people who want to love on you. It is $160 for me to wake up and feel joy and peace and happiness, knowing that I can go work out for 30 minutes, that I can fuel my body eating 80-20 or 90-10 or however you want to do it. It is $160 for me to share my story every day on my social media platforms, whether it's Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and come at you guys live right now, telling you that your life has meaning, that your life has purpose, that you right now have the choice to choose life, to dream big and bold, and declare right now that you are a priority. Guys, this is the most incredible opportunity that I've ever been placed in my life, over college volleyball, over my teammates, over growing up in Europe, all of this stuff. It doesn't matter, because my health and my happiness are mine. I know my value. I know that I have meaning. I know that I have purpose. And you, my friend, have value. You have meaning, and you have purpose. Why not you? Success is not above you. Choose now to get out of the closet. Choose now to put down the gun. Choose now to overcome anxiety, overcome depression, overcome fear. Because in one hand, there's fear, concern, question, doubt, struggle. But the willingness to look at the other hand of courage, ambition, determination, strive, all of it is right here in your hand. You have the choice. Put fear down, say yes, and know your purpose. Know that you can do anything you put your mind to. Guys, I'm so happy that you were able to listen to this. I am so proud of you. Guys, it's right now. It's right now. Choose right now to change your life. Reach out and say yes, because you are more than worth. Yes, you are more than enough, and you are so worthy of this. It's $160 to live your best life, and you deserve that.